This is the last episode.
Oh man.
Oh boy.
Oh,
well, howdy.
Man.
Lewis, right
What's
now,
up?
do you have $500 in your name?
Yes.
Do you think that's worth buying a flamethrower from a future man?
No.
Because that's what you can do now. You can just pre-order a flamethrower for
You
$500.
just do that? That's amazing.
Yeah.
Tell me more. This isn't an ad, but I wish it was.
No, because the saying that this is a thing in human life is weird. That Elon Musk was like, hey, my company, we're making flamethrowers that only shoot about 10 feet, and I'm going to give them to my employees, but if you want to buy one, they're $500. We live in a strange time.
You know that guy
And
that
it's like, are flamethrowers just legal in every state in the US? Are they considered weapons or what?
I'm curious. Let me look it up while you talk.
Are they considered a gun? Because I use flamethrowers in games where you shoot the gun.
Mm-hmm.
But you can just buy this on the internet for $500.
In the United States, private ownership of a flamethrower is not restricted by federal law. Flamethrowers are legal in 48 states and restricted in California and Maryland. Well,
isn't Elon Musk's company in California?
Well, too bad.
Motherfucker. So I can't buy one.
That's what you get for liking Future Boy.
For liking concerts?
Yeah.
And having to stay here because I'm trapped because everything's too goddamn expensive here.
I don't know what you're talking. Oh, you're talking about California.
Yeah.
I don't know
We
if
got all
you're.
this cool shit, but it's like I can't own a flamethrower.
I thought you were just being existential and just talking about
I
trapped in
can't
life.
own like an interesting pet
Trapped
that
in
isn't
this
a dog
podcast.
or a cat.
You can own other things like you can't
A
get
bird.
You can own
I can't own a ferret. It's
I was about to say
bullshit.
you can't.
Or a
Ferrets aren't.
hedgehog.
Okay, you can own hedgehogs,
No,
right?
you cannot. Not in California. They're
What?
banned. I've done the homework. They're totally banned here.
Someone came into my job with a hedgehog. And
No,
it was
that was
awesome.
it was illegal, but that means you can't legally buy them here. You have to just know a guy or smuggle them over the border. Which we're not endorsing, by the way.
Yeah, we're not.
But you can't.
We're not endorsing the illegal smuggling
But
of
the fact that I
hedgehogs.
can't buy a hedgehog with real money dollars, but I can go to. There is a not for, like maybe a couple miles down from where this is. There is a place that sells like lizards and all that.
Yeah.
And they sell bugs.
Mm-hmm.
And they sell the Madagascar, like the hissing beetle. You can just go buy them.
Oh, cool. You know what I want to do? I want
I
to
can't
get
own a goddamn hedgehog and rub his little belly.
I want to do something. I want to buy a hedgehog and name it something that just will make you mad only. I want to name it Silver. Silver the hedgehog.
I knew you were gonna go with silver. I don't know how I knew you were gonna go with silver. And that's fine. I actually think silver is a cool
And then
design.
I want it to have a collar and it just says no. It's no use.
It's no use.
Yeah.
no. It's like like the little Hallmark, the sound chips when you open them, they play the noise.
Uh-huh.
It's like whenever he walks, it like the jingling bell. It just plays that noise when he moves.
When he jingles.
Or a girl. I don't know if it'll be a guy or a girl hedgehog. I
I'm
don't know
not gonna-
how you can tell.
I'm not going to assume it's gender.
You don't have to.
No.
It'll show you.
It'll just
It'll show you.
I'll just wake up one day and it'll just be in my face.
Speaking of small animals, have you ever seen that subgenre of making very small food for small animals?
Yes.
The highlight I think everyone has seen and should see if you have not is a hamster eating a very small burrito.
Mm-hmm.
And that is still a very, very good video.
The
hamsters eating is very adorable.
I'm 99.9% sure the only reason that fad's a thing is because someone watched that one episode of SpongeBob where he makes food
the tiny
for the
Krabby Patty for
cockroaches.
the cockroaches?
Yeah, the cockroach family.
Remember he drew the happy face on the Krabby Patty? And it's like literally for nobody and nothing because it's ketchup on a burger.
But that's the love part. You
Oh
need
yeah,
it.
it's a special ingredient.
Oh god, I have so much impression on her voice. That's very interesting. All right.
The one that gave his love is the one that gave Squidward thunder thighs.
Birth to the demon
Remember
baby.
that episode where they gave him really highly detailed thunder thighs when he got to Krabby Patties?
Remember when Andrea Romano thought like, hey, you know what would be a funny thing for kids is to see hyperrealism in their kid shows.
It is actually really funny.
It was.
Thanks John K for Brendan Sippy doing that first.
Thanks Andrea Romano for being the director. Be like, hey, let's do that.
God, John K is such a terrible human being, but he was so talented at what he did.
Yeah, well,
and letting Ren and Stimpy exist.
Yeah,
like Ren and Stimpy has a bit in it
where they have sex with each other.
No, that was later on, and that was for Spike TV.
Nope.
Yes.
No, trust me. Dude, I'm telling you, look at the
which joke are you talking about?
There are
I
know, yeah, the Spike TV ones where they just legitimately just do that.
Because the Spike TV one, I think of the bit where he has like the saw on his crotch.
That wasn't Spike TV.
That's adult party time.
That's
the
not,
Spike one.
No, it wasn't.
That's the Spike one.
No, it's not.
It's not?
No.
I remember the animators are looking different.
No, it's not.
Weird.
I know that's the exact one I'm thinking in my head. That's not a Spike TV thing. That's a real.
I'm challenging you on that one because I remember that one looking like the new one. I have to see now.
All right.
I'm so curious.
So, guys, this is the last episode of the podcast. My name is Lewis, I think.
I'm Andres and I love cartoons, so I'm looking up cartoon facts.
So we're looking up cartoon facts.
Cartoon pornography. Implied pornography.
Yeah, adult film.
That show was fucked up.
Cartoon adult
That show was
films.
like an abusive dad in it that yells at people.
See, that's a show that when my mom said I couldn't watch that show when I was a kid. That's the one show I'm just like,
I'm older and
probably
I understand now, but it's like, no, I always love watching that show.
I know, I wasn't allowed to watch Simpsons, and that one I'll never let her live
that
down.
one is bullshit. That one you should have been allowed to watch.
I know.
Besides like the sex scenes, like the jokes, that show was like fine for anyone that was young.
But Ren and Stimpy is like, I won't fight you on this one.
Yeah, when like
I get it.
I think that's the show that has one of like my favorite, like kind of like an in joke, but also taught me about like the industry of entertainment. It was the one, I think it was where Stimpy became like it was like Ren and Stimpy, like they like went to Hollywood and became famous.
Yeah, I think I know this.
Like, what's the producer? Producer's the one who does nothing, gets all the credit.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, that's how it be.
Yeah, that's how it be. Do
that show's fucked up.
Yeah,
I miss it though. I do miss Toastman farting on my toast, making it taste very good.
Oh my god!
And the really creepy horseman.
Yeah,
and the ad for the best toy of all time, Log.
Oh my
it's
god,
better than
Log.
bad. It's good.
Yeah, it's better than bad. It's good. Yeah, dude, I just miss old like Nickelodeon stuff. Like, I wanted someone to like make a compilation of all those like bad. Let me rephrase that. Amazing shows. The ads in the shows. Like, I want Log. I want Poop Corn from Invader Zim. Like, I just want like all those.
Speaking of like animation, like compilation stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You remember the show? I don't know if it's still going on. Phineas and Ferb.
It's over. I've heard of it. Yeah.
Remember how that show? Half of it was like whatever, and half of it was like legitimately hilarious.
Yeah.
Which was the bits of Doofenshmirtz and Perry the Platypus.
Well, that was good because that was just the creators being like, let's just have jokes with each other.
But I forget how funny that like, stuff was. So I got caught watching some of that stuff.
It's all improv.
Yeah, but it's so funny. Like, I think what like a really good bit is where I think it's like Doofenshmirtz. There's like, it's an evil scientist and like a animal that is just fighting him. Is a secret agent, and he built like some kind of like death ray or whatever. And then like Perry blows it up and he's like, "Yo, all right, two can play at that game." And he brings up another death ray and blows up like, "Now we're even."
I remember that.
But I found there's like I think there's 2 videos of like just compiling all of the jingles that they had for Doofenshmirtz. Because remember like the Doofenshmirtz, like it was like the same jingle, but they would change it for whatever was going on.
Yeah, I remember.
And the one that really got me was they had like the normal jingle. And it's like it changes like a really smooth like transition just after hours because he's falling asleep. And then I also remember because it just kept that rabbit hole kept going. His childhood is hilariously tragic.
Oh yeah, I forgot. What happened?
I was losing my shit. I found the bit where it's it all started when I was a child. My parents didn't show up to my own birth.
Yeah.
And then cut to him as a baby, as the doctor's holding him as a baby and just like looking around like there's no parents are there.
Yeah.
Like they're in the bed.
Such a good joke.
It's so fucked up, but it's so funny.
God. This is the problem.
His parents didn't show up to his own birth. It's like the funniest shit.
I want to see more of that.
They have another show called
Yeah, they do, don't they? What is it called?
It's like I forget what it's called, but it's the main character is voiced by Weird Al.
Oh.
It's about someone who's like really unlucky.
Interesting.
But it has a really good time travel bit in it.
What is it as good as the Rick and Morty one? Where it's just like we don't touch that.
They ask questions about time travel and then they just cut away.
Oh, that's even better. Well, no, I still like the Rick and Morty one.
No, it's not clever. It's just like a simple like a wait. Then none of this makes any sense, and they just look at each other and it's quiet, and then it cuts.
Okay, cool.
Because that's their writing style when they are allowed to do not kid things.
Yeah. Which is, by the way, I'm tired of. I've said this multiple times in life, and maybe on the podcast, that I'm tired of Rick and Morty because obviously.
I think it's a lot of people though. Yeah. People who liked it a lot, are like kind of sick of it.
Yeah, but the one thing that I will never get over is how awesome that time travel bit is. Of just like, what's that box labeled time travel? Oh yeah, that's the thing we don't touch.
Yeah, we don't touch, and then they ended up.
And they just
it later.
never.
But that joke was funny when it was there.
Yeah, it was great. All right, let's talk.
That show was also feels like a lot of improv.
It was improv.
That was a bad thing.
That was Justin Roiland being drunk and they're messing around. Just like, this is a bad idea, but whatever.
That show that they let Justin Roiland not do as much fun stuff, and it's more of like Dan Harmon's show.
Yeah,
that makes
it anytime
shittier.
Dan Harmon gets like too involved with anything in life, it's just like, have you seen Harmontown yet?
Unfortunately,
you did watch it.
Yeah, I'm not a fan. It's fine.
Well, no, but the point is just to see how bad of a human Dan Harmon is.
Yeah, but it's like it was fine, but it was like this explains why like a lot of his stuff just kind of like Harmon Quest isn't very entertaining to me.
Yeah,
like I watched like the animated thing and it's not that great.
Okay, I haven't seen it, but
because I was like, well, I have to just see it because like Verve pushes it so hard. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, I
was like, nah.
I need to see Community. I've never watched it. Let me rephrase that. I want to see Community. Just because.
Just watch The Office like the first whole season, then
my thing is just because what I've seen of Community, I'm always like baffled. It's like, What happened to you, Dan?
Or watch.
Are you okay?
Or watch a good
He's
season
not,
of
but-
Parks and Rec, and then you'll be fine.
Okay, fine.
Parks and Rec used to be so fucking good.
You know what? Okay, I like all of Parks and Rec. I agree that the first half of that show is way better than the second half, but
it doesn't fall like how The Office falls in quality.
Yeah.
But like the early seasons are so fucking funny.
Mhm.
Like I love the bit where they're trying to challenge like how to make the best burger.
Also, by the way,
And all
since
those kinds of jokes.
I watched because I barely watched The Office when it was like running.
Same, because we were both kind of young.
Yeah. But when I binged it, I think I binged it all last year for
But
the
we're
first
talking about
time
the
ever.
American one, by the way, because people are
No,
confused.
I already saw the British one way before.
No, but some people like might not know what we're talking
I
about.
watched the American one I binged because the British one I've seen so many times beforehand. Because
I forget how kind of racist the boss is in the American one for jokes. It's really
for no
funny.
reason. Yeah. No. Well, one thing I realized that like I
No,
know
you're wrong. By the way, I just found it. That log thing was from Adult Party Cartoon.
the
sawing stuff was from the adult
Oh,
one.
really? All right.
Yeah.
My memory is bad.
I remember because the shade of pink on
Oh, it's
Ren
different?
is brighter because it's a new animation.
Oh,
thing.
okay.
It's digital, so I remember.
Got it. So
It's still messed up though.
one thing that I realized when watching The Office is I don't agree with most people that I don't think it fell off as badly as some people think. I think one of the main
kind of show that I didn't want.
I think one of the main reason people don't like the latter half, outside of Michael leaving, like outside of that, is that it just went on like real life time went on for too long.
Yeah.
But I think if you're binging the show from beginning to end for the first time ever, like I did, like it's not that
You don't
steep.
feel the shift in quality.
No,
as much.
it's not that steep of a drop.
Mhm.
I don't even consider it a drop really. It's just different. It's it's sad because obviously that, Michael Scott was the best part of the show,
Yeah, far and away the best part.
but without him it's still a good show.
Yeah, I think
in my opinion.
it was a fine show. Like it wasn't anything special.
With him
Basically, when the change happened, I stopped watching it on TV.
fair. Most people did.
Yeah.
And
And I like
same thing with 2.5 Men when they killed off Charlie.
2.5 Men was like never that funny though.
Yeah, well, I don't know why I said that like I disagree with you. Because
No,
I
but it's also
100%
like, why are you like bringing up 2.5 Men as like a good comedy show?
No,
What
I
is
know.
your problem?
I know.
Let's talk about Mike and Molly while we're at it.
Let's talk about
Big Bang Theory finally ending.
Is it actually?
Yeah,
Yay.
soon.
Thank you.
And
You ready?
but doesn't matter because Young
Yeah,
Sheldon
I was gonna say Young
exists.
Sheldon. Oh, that's so great. I'm glad.
I will never understand how my family doesn't get how much I hate The Big Bang Theory.
Same,
Like,
exact same.
I don't understand how they don't get it.
Yeah.
Like, they just don't get it.
I think as real nerd boys, you and I think
the year it came out was when things went to shit.
I think
That's
it's.
not even a joke. Like I remember seeing
It almost feels like.
but it was like
Okay, hold on.
it was
I'm
a
gonna.
coincidence, not a cause.
I'm gonna say something, and the only reason I'm allowed to get away with
We're
this
gonna
is
talk about like the fake nerd thing.
no.
Okay.
Yeah, kind of,
Okay.
and the only reason I'm allowed to get away with
I
this.
hate that term now because it means nothing.
I know I'm not gonna say the term, but the only reason I'm allowed to get away with what I'm about to say is because I'm a black boy, and I'm gonna say
Fuck
something.
off.
I'm gonna say something.
This is a nothing.
I know
argument
this
now.
is a nothing, but I'm saying it because it's a nothing, and I think it's funny only for me. I think one of the things I just way too much hype for what I'm about to say.
Yeah, that's all your fault, and I try to stop you.
Can I just not?
You were driving your car off a cliff and you cut your own brake wire. As I jumped out and said, "There's a brake, just pull it." And then I rolled out of the car and I'm watching you go. So I'm waiting for you to go off and light on fire. So I'm waiting.
and I'm just like, can I just jump out? Can I? Or am I
No,
too?
you're asking me, is there any way to do this any faster? So let's do it because you've already built up way too much time, and I interrupted you. So fucking just finish your dumb point.
Watching Big Bang Theory is probably how like black people felt when they watched racist cartoons about themselves to comparisons to like nerds watching Big Bang Theory tonight. Anyways,
Everything about what you said is the dumbest shit I've heard you say in a long time.
That's why I wanted to stop myself so bad, but I was like too far in. I'm going for it. So
It's like when the Japanese Americans saw
it's like when
Superman punch Japanese people in that cartoon.
Yeah,
It's just as bad.
just as
It's just as bad.
Oh man, hey,
It's just as bad as blackface.
you can't.
Just as bad.
Just as bad as
It's just
blackface.
as offensive and
Look,
culturally
you can't
sensitive.
say I'm not brave. All right, so let's talk.
That's a bad movie too. Like this is a bad argument.
Brave is
It's such a confused mess
It's
of a
such a
movie.
confusing movie.
Because there is like a good movie in there somewhere.
and then her parents turned into bears for some reason.
And I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
just
At the very least, the hair in that movie is gorgeous.
but it doesn't matter. How to Train Your Dragon 2's hair is way better, so it doesn't
But
matter.
it came out before. How to
True.
Train Your
No,
Dragon
yeah,
2.
I agree with you. Up until How to Train Your Dragon 2.
Well, How to Train Your Dragon 2 is like a fantastic movie. That's like the different.
It is a
argument there.
fantastic movie outside of its animation, but then you look how amazing the animation is. You're just like,
It's also just it's one of the few things where it's what a sequel is supposed to do for a film.
yeah, actually like progress the
Where-
story and
when
doesn't
it
feel forced.
Makes everyone everything better in every way possible.
It feels a movie that feels like everything in the first movie actually matters.
That third movie won't not come out till like 2020. That's so fucked
Are they
up.
actually making a third one? Though?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Because remember, they're books.
Oh,
How to Train Your Dragon are a book.
I
series.
legitimately did not know that at all.
Yeah, I learned that when I found out how the series ends
Oh,
because the internet was like, oh, that's how this series goes. I'm like, oh, cool. These movies are probably just something
everyone
different.
dies.
Kind of.
Cool.
I kill them. That's what I did. I wrote myself in.
Well, you are Jesus.
No, I'm not.
All right, so
Oh,
let's
that clip. That click.
that was a kiss, but it was super compressed. So
What?
only the
That's
only.
horrifying. Don't ever do that ever again.
All right, hey, let's talk about.
Black boys
All right,
watching Big Bang Theory.
no, okay. One of these things is important. Let's talk about Atari doing a thing for the Switch.
Yeah, Atari, which, as a reminder, anytime you see Atari in the news for anything, that's not Atari from the 70s who made the 2600. So forget that.
Mm-hmm.
The fake shadow
ghost of
company known
Atari.
as Atari,
The ghost
formerly
of Atari.
Infogrames, which is also fake Atari.
Formerly Infowars.
Yeah, Alex Jones, former CEO.
Can Alex Jones just buy Atari?
No, you know what? Fuck it. Whatever. Atari sucks. The new Atari, whatever, sucks. I don't do anything interesting. Fuck
I love it. All right, anyways.
They announced for some weird, conceivable reason they're called Atari game partners now. They went on the website Start Engine to start a crowdfunding campaign for people to invest in a version of Roller Coaster Tycoon for the Switch. Like, it's not a Kickstarter, like it's a investment site, like how Fig did it for Psychonauts 2. And
Do you like Roller Coaster Tycoon?
I did.
Okay.
Roller Coaster Tycoon 2, I bought it
Do you
from
want
the book fair.
Do you want Roller Coaster Tycoon on the Switch?
Hell no.
Why?
Why do I want a simulation game that was made for the PC on a console?
Would you want a modern version of it?
No, I want just a PC version that's not like... Because they made a mobile version for Roller Coaster Tycoon.
Yeah.
And it's terrible.
Yeah. True.
Compared to like what I actually wanted.
See, I don't mind this thing.
They said their funding is going to be between 10,000 and 1.7 million. Because it's just going to be, here's how much money we have, and they're going to show it to investors to be like, if you have this funding, we'll give you this or nothing. It's that kind of thing. It's like a bargaining chip.
Yeah.
They're at $31,000 right now, which is way more than I thought they would ever get.
Wow.
Which is
what do they need?
That $31,000, by the way, is from, as of talking about this, 68 different investors.
Jesus Christ.
Because like the minimum to invest is like $250.
Mm-hmm. How much are they looking for?
But just any amount between 10,000 to 1.7 million.
And they're at
31,000.
Jesus Christ. So this is gonna happen.
They have a company to work on it. They just need like another investor or publisher to like give them the funds to do other things.
See, I'm not mad at. It's dumb that I understand that
crowdfunding a port remake of a game to a console is like
from a company like the Ghost of Atari.
Yeah, it's such a weird thing.
It sucks that it's happening this way, but like at the base of it, the idea of a Roller Coaster Tycoon modern version on the Switch is not a bad idea to me. Like that.
From what I see, it's like only the Switch, which is stupid.
That is stupid.
And their only reason for it is that the Switch is successful. So
yeah.
We're gonna put it. But the PC exists.
Yeah, I have one.
What are you talking about?
I turn it on sometimes.
If you make it on the PC, you can just port it to Switch later. What are you guys talking about?
Yeah.
This is like such a weird like.
And you can make it for way cheaper on the Switch. You can make it way cheaper on this PC because you don't have to worry about freaking licensing or whatever.
Publishing issues or marketing. No, it's just put it on Steam.
You don't even. That's the thing. You don't even have to put it on Steam if you don't want to. You can
put
just
it on fucking GOG if you want.
Just have your own servers and
sell your key through your own website.
Yeah, why not? Who cares?
Indie games do it. And
yeah, people do it all the time.
Sometimes.
Yeah, I don't know. Roller Coaster Tycoon is fun.
It is fun. It was fun.
And I think
a long time.
I think that a lot of people, because it's gonna happen when that's coming on the Switch, a lot of people are gonna buy it.
Just they made Zoo Tycoon for the Xbox One, and that was a thing that exists.
Cool.
It had Kinect support.
Oh, even better. I want the Switch,
which they totally killed.
Yeah.
Well, they're killing the Kinect forever.
Yeah, I think we were gonna talk about that last week, but like, who cares? Because no one cares.
Kinect. There's some production of them.
Breaking news: the Kinect is done.
That thing you probably got from like a bundle you're not using in your closet. They're not making anymore. So just hold on.
And
to
one
them.
of those. Oh god! One of those drawers.
But you have a Kinect.
I do have a Kinect. My 360 came with it.
Came with a bundle. Yeah, like a lot of people's did when they got them later on.
I think I use it I think I use it back when I didn't have any type of headset, and so that was just my mic.
Oh God, really?
But that was only for like a month, and then I got a headset, and then I never used the Kinect
again. Such a weird thing to use.
You know what? I have 2 games for the Kinect that my mom bought. I know one of them because the Xbox came with Kinect Adventure Sports or
Yeah,
whatever.
that was a pack-in title,
Which
which
was
is
my-
a decent game still.
Yeah, exactly. It was the only thing I had for my Xbox for a long time, for too long, and
Really?
it was really fun. I had a good time.
No, like it's a decent game, like for what it is.
Yeah, it was fun for 3 weeks or whatever, and that's like,
It is nothing close to like what Wii Sports did to culture.
No, yeah, Wii Sports is fun.
Wii Sports is an incredible game.
I can still play. I can still play Wii Sports now and not be.
I kind of want to play it like when I get home.
I can play Wii Sports now and not be like, oh, I hope no one sees me playing this.
Yeah,
because
'cause
if someone
it's fucking
sees you
Wii
playing
Sports.
the Kinect in 2018,
Yeah.
you just
playing Just Dance.
Yeah, just play,
Connect.
yeah, playing the Star Wars Just Dance.
Living like a star. I'm living on cloud 9.
See, when you said
I
that,
kind of know that whole song, by the way. I've heard it several
what's
times.
wrong with you?
Because it's funny, because it's a real song
I
they
know.
wrote about Han Solo being cool.
Yeah.
That Usher sang.
Can that song be in the Han Solo movie?
Every time I see people like review Star Wars stuff, the people who are good put that song in the review, and it makes me happy every time. It's like, yeah, don't anybody forget this thing exists.
Got it. All right, guys, look. If you guys don't know that,
I'm
about
loving
this,
Cloud City. I'm living on Cloud 9. I'm Han Solo. Yeah, I'm Han Solo. That's what it was. That was
look
the refrain.
Look up Han Solo Connect. That's
And
all
just-
you need to type in and YouTube. And
Dude,
what?
I forgot how weird it is watching Star Wars characters dance like that.
Actually, just watch the
they're so
John.
fluid.
I know you and I probably agree with this. Just watch the JonTron video about it.
Yeah, it's really funny.
And
But
it accurately describes how ridiculous that
but
game
just
is.
like watching Darth Vader pivot his knee is like the funniest shit. It's like these stiff characters are just like doing like weird
like the
bendy
idea,
moves.
like
It's
in
so
my
funny.
head, I have side by side the scene from Rogue One where Darth Vader is a badass killing everyone in that hallway, and then him doing the stanky leg, and then just
Yeah.
it's just the best side by side image ever.
Star Wars was always dead.
Star Wars was dead in 1977.
Yeah.
This is coming from the biggest Star Wars fan ever.
As like a cool thing. It was like, no, it was like it became a merch thing with
It
interesting
was cool
movies.
for like the first 2 weeks
But
before
never
the
never
movie
forget
came
that.
out.
Never forget the Christmas special that exists.
Yeah, that exists in the 80s.
Lewis, one day
thing.
I will make you watch that.
I know.
I've seen it only in full once.
There's also
was
what
aggravating.
about the Ewok movie?
You mean that? Wait, you mean that?
Not-
No, that bit's in the thing.
Not the Christmas special.
You mean
There's an entire hour and a half, 2-hour feature film about Ewoks.
was it animated? I thought that
No.
thing was canceled.
No, this is a real. Well, man, it's a real thing that exists. I haven't seen it, but I know it exists.
I remember hearing like that was like a
It
canceled.
was made in the
project.
80s, like late, like I don't know, 85
Well, it
or
makes
something,
sense.
86 or something.
Ewoks suck, but that makes sense because they were popular enough, I guess.
Yeah. All right, guys.
Little rat faces, but supposed to be bears.
Another thing is the. Have you guys heard of movie series? It's called. Let me see. How do I pronounce it? Avengers. Heard of
Yeah,
it?
that one.
Heard of the Avengers? Remember that? Remember the Avengers? You know how we're all sucked into that black hole and we can't leave?
Whether you want to or not.
It's like, can we talk about something? It feels this is an interesting time for cinema and media in general, where an entire population is sucked into a black hole and can't escape. Everyone has seen enough Avengers movies to where they feel like they have to continue.
I honestly don't remember if I've ever seen the first Avengers movie like beginning to end.
Oh, I have many times. I like.
I've never sat down to watch the Avengers. I've seen
It's a
like
good movie.
I know like I've seen essentially the whole movie now.
Yeah,
But it's just it was on TV and still is
Oh,
on
okay.
TV enough where it's like I've seen like the whole movie now.
I recommend watching the whole thing eventually one
I
day.
wanna.
It's
Because I've
fu-
seen like
Well,
certain, I've seen certain scenes a lot.
Mhm.
So I've seen like I've pretty much seen the movie a decent
Well, here's
amount.
the thing. I won't fight on it. That's fine. It's a good movie. It's fine.
It's
Let me rephrase that. I think it's real. I think it's a really good movie.
it's a gold standard for a blockbuster film.
Yes,
Like
it
a
is.
summer film it is like a perfect blockbuster film.
It is a really good movie, but you don't have to watch it if you don't want to.
I'm
And-
never gonna watch the second Avengers movie ever again.
Oh, don't.
And I was
So we were having to go through all the Avengers movies that my stepdad didn't see, and because obviously, and so that was not
how
fun.
many had he not seen before? Like you
Oh,
got
so
him on
many.
this project.
I
Like,
think
which one did he see?
He saw the first Iron Man, the second Iron Man. He saw the original Hulk, or not original Hulk, just the Hulk.
The quote unquote like kind of remake, not really, where that had Abomination in it.
Yeah, but the
That-
first, but
it counts. Yeah,
it was the first one because at the end you see Tony Stark.
yeah.
That was the first one, and everyone
Seeing
was
that
like,
in
"Wait,
theaters
what?"
was like so fucking surreal. I remember going to see that in theaters. I'm like,
I
is
did
that Iron Man?
I did not see that in theaters.
And I lost my mind. I was like, oh my god, what's happening? 'Cause
I
didn't
saw
know
it
about
at someone. I saw it at a family's house in Florida.
that I miss when that used to be cool. Of like, oh man, they're gonna be in the same movie together.
I saw the first.
and
Thor.
now I don't give a shit anymore.
He saw the first Thor. He saw what other movies are there? Let me just go through a list while you talk about
What Thor?
Hold on. Avengers.
You seen Guardians of the Galaxy at all? Any of them?
The first one he saw. Okay, here we go. Let's just go in order. Here they all is.
God, I forgot how many of these goddamn things.
He saw. Oh, these are not in order. I want in order. Jesus Christ. In order. By release date. Here we go. Daredevil. I'm kidding.
Oh God, the Daredevil movie.
Okay, so he saw Iron Man, Hulk, Iron Man 2, Thor, first Captain America, the first Avengers. I think he actually stopped after that. I think we had to end. He saw the first Guardian of the Galaxy, but I had to sit through them and watch Iron Man 3.
I like Iron Man 3.
I do not like Iron Man 3. The ending of that movie is frustrating as hell.
Oh no, that ending is terrible. But
So
the rest of the movie,
frustrating.
I like the rest of that movie.
It's okay.
I like.
It's you know what?
I like the fake out. With
I
the
love
villain.
the fake out. Yeah, I didn't like it at first,
and I honestly liked the part where he's hanging out with that kid.
Yeah, no, that was cool.
And I was
love
ready
it when,
to hate it.
I love it
kids
when
in
adults
these
hang out
movies are
with
generally
kids.
really terrible.
Yeah, I love it when adults hang out with kids. All right, so
Bet you do.
I had to sit through Iron Man 3. I had to watch Thor 2 again.
Oh fucking! I'm so sorry, dude.
Winter Soldier, which made me
That
realize.
was awesome.
Yeah, see, I didn't
underrated.
I didn't like it at first. It made me realize it's actually a good movie.
Yeah, it's just not what people thought it was going to be. It's just a good ass spy movie.
We had to sit through Avengers 2. I actually didn't sit through Ant-Man. I couldn't. I refused to watch.
Still have never seen Ant-Man.
Yeah, that's fine.
I don't need to.
They watched it. I did not. I refused to watch that movie again.
I know who Ant-Man is, so I like skipped it. I'm like, I know who this character is. I know what. Even though they made him way less important in this, which I was really pissed about actually.
Right? Me too.
And also, I refused to watch the movie because Edgar Wright.
Yeah, I know.
To this day, I protest.
We've talked about this many times.
I love that man too much.
We watched Civil War, which is actually good.
Yes.
I
should
then
rewatch that movie sometime.
Spider-Man, which is obviously amazing.
Yeah.
And then that's it. He hasn't seen anything else.
He's seen enough. Like,
well, now he's but I'm
like at this point he'd have to watch like
he
second
much,
Guardians and then Thor Ragnarok. He'd be good. Honestly.
Yeah, exactly.
He'd be good.
He pretty much saw, which I think he did see. But I'm saying like at the time when we were watching, this was like a couple years ago. So at the time he watched like all of like the stage 1 or whatever it's called, like the first
phase 1.
Phase 1. He watched all of phase 1. So we had to watch through phase 2, which is like the worst phase. So
what was in phase 2? Like was it Iron Man 2 and 3 and Thor 2?
Yeah, all those. And yeah, I mean it has some gems in there, but it has Avengers 2, and so you know. Avengers 2 knocks. It's like having the prequels on your list. It's
they ran into the X-Men problem of like they have too many characters.
There are a lot of other problems with X-Men than just the
no,
too
but
many
like that's like
characters thing.
one of the problems that has always been an issue with X-Men movies.
Yeah.
Well, the newer ones.
Yeah.
And then they ran into that problem, but that's kind of Marvel is selling their characters first, not their stories.
Doesn't matter because I don't care about X-Men at all anymore. I'm so done.
Not like at least I mean the comics are in general.
Honestly, this sucks to say. Well, it doesn't suck to say. Days of Future Past like made me so mad. I almost don't ever want to see another X-Men movie.
That's fine.
It's so frustrating. That movie is so horrendously bad. All right, let's talk about the actual Avengers news that happened.
Yeah, when they announced that project, it's like actually I think they announced it around the same time, which since people might have forgotten because they don't really talk about it. The Avengers project recently they hired it is Crystal Dynamics. They hired 15. They call them 15 top industry talents in this January to work on the project. But some of the people include Naughty Dog creative director, and some people from like just some various people from all of the industry, like people who worked on like Batman: Arkham Origins, Dead Space, Star Wars Battlefront, and from studios like Monolith, Sledgehammer, like just a bunch of like.
And random, what is this?
This is the Avengers project.
What is that? Is that a movie? Is it a game? What is this?
It's a video game because Crystal Dynamics is a video game company.
Got it.
It's Square Enix and Marvel doing a multi-game partnership.
Cool.
They announced this last year, in January of like 2026 of last year.
Oh, see, I didn't even know this. Wait, no, I did know this. I remember this. I remember didn't they release like a fake trailer about it?
There's a teaser trailer for it.
Yeah.
And it's because they say Square Enix because of the studio who's going to be developing it. Mm-hmm. Crystal Dynamics is owned by Square Enix.
Now,
but they said it's multi-game, but we still have not seen anything from it.
Mm-hmm.
We have to see something at E3 this year.
Yeah, we probably will.
At least another teaser.
It's good because it's gonna happen.
Because it wasn't at E3 anywhere at E3 like this.
Yeah,
2017.
I think they were so behind that they were just like. Well, I think they were still in like.
I'm so curious like, how long has like this product been teased or worked on before the deal went through?
I think it has to do with I don't know. Maybe it has to just Disney.
Marvel licensing is a very fickle thing.
Yeah,
with, like getting certain games you cannot buy because of licensing.
See, I was gonna say. So, have you played like Marvel games like Iron Man and the Spider-Man
licensed ones?
Yeah, because they're not bad.
No, well, superhero games and comic book games, there are a couple good ones. Most of them are pretty bad, but there are a couple good ones.
Like I remember playing Now, as a kid, I liked or whatever.
The Iron Man games are all terrible.
See, okay, let me say. I remember playing Iron Man on my PSP when it came out. I remember liking that game.
Like Spider-Man has a lot of video games, and there are a couple good ones.
Yeah, I remember playing some on my PS2
one
that were really
ever
fun.
being the perfect one is Ultimate Spider-Man.
Was that on the PS2?
Yeah,
then
that's
yes.
the one that's all cell shaded, and you gotta play as Venom.
Yeah,
that is the closest to being like a quote unquote perfect Spider-Man game, but it still is like it's weird because like Spider-Man has so many different games, and there are certain ones that get like one aspect of Spider-Man perfectly, but never the whole package. That's never been a game like that.
Yeah.
And the new one, this new Spider-Man game, is being worked on by not Naughty Dog.
I'm so upset that I'll
Insomniac.
never be able to play that game because I'm not. Well, let me rephrase that. I won't be playing that game anytime soon because I don't have a PS4.
Oh yeah.
So
Well, I hope it's good, and you should hope that it's bad so that you cannot feel bad about it.
no, I hope it's good. I want video game. See, I actually like video game. I
You're
want
not gonna
video
be
games.
bitter like other PC people like, oh,
Yeah,
Bloodborne is a bad game. I never played it, but it sucks. It's on PS4.
Yeah, exactly. It
Like
sucks
those
because
people.
it's on PS4. No,
Yeah.
I only joke about that. It's not on Switch. So I don't care. I joke about that. I want video games.
No, you joke because you're semi-serious.
I'm
about
semi-serious about that one, but like in general, my real opinion of this is I do want video games to do well. I want the video game industry to do well. Obviously,
I just want like the number one superhero on the planet to get a good video game. That's all I really want.
who's that?
Spider-Man.
Oh, okay. Yes,
Spider-Man.
I agree. I want Doctor Strange video game. I want that to happen. It never will, but I want it. I don't care. I want it. How would that?
Any game that has magic in it, that's an RPG. You Doctor Strange.
There you go.
basically.
I know, but I want Doctor Strange.
No, you know what I realized? Why I love
And
Venture Brothers so much?
here's what I want. I want Doctor Strange game, and I want like mini games levels where you get to play as the Cape.
So you want like WarioWare,
Hell yeah!
but with Doctor Strange, magic,
Yes.
and other. Sure, that could work.
Yes.
I was talking about one of the best cartoons of all time, Venture Brothers,
Never seen.
and there's a character in it called Orpheus,
Okay.
and I didn't realize until now that he is literally just
Oh yeah. This
Doctor Strange.
See, I know that he exists.
but combined with like really overdramatic like 50s and 60s magicians.
Well, that's what Doctor Strange. Have you read the original?
Yeah,
Doctor
I
Strange?
have.
Yeah,
But
it's
like
so over the top.
but it's the way he speaks
Mhm.
in the show. I'm like, oh, that's what they're making fun of specifically.
Yeah.
And-
It's the original like
And I
those
love
guys.
Dr. Orpheus because how
Mhm.
much he overacts. Like, where it's like, do not go into the bathroom.
Yeah.
And Indian for lunch. Like that. I love like Orpheus's whole bit.
Yeah.
And I wish they'd make a Doctor Strange movie where he talks like that.
Yeah. Same.
Make him talk the entire time, and just Iron's like, what the fuck are you talking about? Why are you speaking like that?
I want that, and I want Benedict Cumberbatch to do it. By the way, Benedict Cumberbatch as Doctor Strange is cool.
It's a weird choice that I think worked out really
His
well.
American accent is hard to listen to.
It's
but
funny.
It's hard
But I
to
think
listen
it works
to.
because
But
Doctor Strange is a weird person.
exactly,
So
so it's fine.
I also liked how much of a bitter asshole he was as Doctor Strange.
They made
in
him
the
a
movie.
little too much though.
I dig
in the
it.
movie,
I
but
dig it.
Yeah.
Because
I dig it too.
I appreciate them
Well,
not just
because
being,
Doctor Strange is kind of boring. He's
Yeah.
a really old comic
as
character.
a single character. He's what he does is cooler than who he is.
Yeah, he's not
Generally.
a very.
from what I read. 'Cause
Yeah,
I've read a ton of
there's
Strange.
not a lot of depth to his character outside of I read a lot.
because what he does is way more interesting.
I work hard, therefore, yeah. Because how are you gonna make a movie about this? Is like, how are you gonna make a character like this compelling? I'm smart and I work hard.
Yeah.
How is that compelling?
Yeah.
So
See,
they're just like, well, let's make him an asshole, and then there you go.
And then give him a reason for like his redemption arc and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Which took a lot longer than I thought, and I think that was a good choice.
Yeah,
I just really don't like what they did for Dormammu.
Well, having it just Thanos kind of possibly. I don't know.
Yeah.
We don't know.
Because Dormammu's like not.
No, the Dread Dormammu is like there's a Doctor Strange and Dormammu has a very complicated relationship.
That's why
because they worship the Dread like by the power of Dread Dormammu. They get power from Dormammu, but he's also a villain.
Source,
and so
yeah.
yeah. So it's
like I wanted more with that because I'm like, this kind of just shows up as like, oh, he's the big bad. Just go get rid of him.
also I don't like the way they portrayed what's the God. I'm not a real fan. What's the villain? What's his main villain? In freaking Doctor Strange, his friend. What is his name?
Oh yeah.
Well, there's an M in there somewhere. I think I don't remember his name.
Manem.
Yeah. Him. I don't like that. I like Chiwetel Ejiofor. He's a good actor, but and I it's fine to have him play it, but he's the main villain in Doctor Strange.
You know what I'm
they didn't do a good job of making giving him
really
reason
only
to be bad.
care about this like the Infinity War stuff happening.
Huh.
If we get to see the Doctor Strange special effects come back,
I'm sure we will.
because that is far and away the only reason I watched that movie.
Okay.
Because I saw the trailer and I was like, well, now I have to care.
Yeah.
Because visual effects are so incredible. Like
Yeah.
the end of the movie where like the world is like falling in, like with it's mirroring into
time,
itself.
That time, which wasn't it? There's someone who specifically like wrote and directed that scene, and I don't remember who it is, but it's someone important. I don't remember who, but
Not
it's
sure.
like a separate writer and director just did that one scene.
'Cause they're so
which is why it
visually
feels so out of
impressive.
place.
But they're so cool though.
It's so good. It's
like I remember like showing, because I was like watching it with my family, and
Uh-huh.
I showed them like the scene where he first like learns about everything, like when
Yeah.
he gets the first vision
Mhm.
and he's flying through space and time.
Yeah. When we were watching that with my mom and everyone,
it's
because my
incredible.
mom gets vertigo, and so
God, yeah. Like,
so I had to tell her so many
Oof.
times, "Hey, close your eyes, because this is insane."
It made me a little bit sick when I first watched it,
Yeah.
because I watched it on like a big TV.
Yeah,
I was like, oof.
I watched it in theaters.
I want to watch it in VR.
No, no, I don't want to vomit everywhere inside.
man.
I don't want my eyes to vomit into the VR
Because that
glasses.
scene goes, it feels like it's way longer than it really is.
Yeah,
It's like a 2-minute scene. It feels like they went for like 10 minutes.
All right, let's talk about 50 Cents.
Blood on Sand. Question 1. Have you played any of 50 Cent's video games?
I didn't even know this was the thing.
Oh, wait, you didn't know he had video games?
No.
He has 2.
No, I did
Google
not.
them right now. Look
Right.
up, yeah, 50 Cent made 2 video games and M&M's in them. And in the first one, he sells you stuff, I think, in the first one. Yeah, Eminem has made 2 video games, and one
50
got
Cent.
ported to the PSP.
50 Cent made 2 video games.
Yeah, 50 Cent Bulletproof
Oh my god,
and
yeah.
50 Cent Blood on the Sand.
Okay.
Blood on the Sand is like not a great game, but it's so stupid and over the top.
What?
Like, yeah, you see that screenshot is a meme.
What?
That one you're seeing of him driving a Humvee. Because it
What?
has legendary line of, yo, Fitty, hit that big ass ramp. And that's
That's what that's from.
yeah, it's from that. It's like, yo, Fitty, hit that big ass ramp. It's from Blood on the Sand.
Oh my god, this game looks rad.
Blood on the Sand is like so stupid that it's fun.
These screenshots look rad.
You're saying, yeah, that's the good one, Blood on the Sand. Well, not the good one, but like the stupid fun one. And it's like, yeah, I want to make another video game again. And I'm like, sure.
This is headline from geek.com. 50 Cent Blood on the Sand is beyond parody.
Yeah, like that game, you're chasing a diamond encrusted skull.
What?
Yeah, you're performing in like a club in like the Middle East,
Uh-huh.
and then some terrorist guy steals your diamond encrusted skull,
Oh my
and you
god.
spend the game killing people in the Middle East to get it back.
This is insane. This is actually insane.
The game was nuts.
Anyway, so what's the news about it?
He talked about, it was like in some interview. I think he's in some like action movie that's coming out. Or
Uh-huh.
out. Yeah, it was in an interview with GameSpot talking about the movie Den of Thieves, which he's in.
Yeah.
He discussed making like a third game, which is similar to that of the a show. I think it's a show he's working on called like Tomorrow Today.
Bad name.
It's on Stars, whatever. And like the plot of that
Almost
is
as
about
bad
like
as Days of Future Past.
yeah, it's about like a prisoner who gets just experimental like superhuman powers, like it's that kind of thing. He wants to make a game about that, and he has the money; he could do it. But
Sure.
never ever let it be forgotten that 50 Cent is a strange human being because of how much money he has.
Yeah.
That he has made probably I think my favorite celebrity tweet of all time, where, to give context, he went home for the holidays a couple years ago and to hang out with his grandmother.
Yeah.
And he tweeted out one of my favorite rich people celebrity tweets of all time, which, and I quote, "I can't believe my grandmother's making me take out this garbage. I'm rich. I'm rich. Fuck this. I'm going home. I'm gonna need this shit." This is by an adult man.
Yo. That's like is so many levels above one of my in senior year of high school classmates saying, "We're seniors. We don't need to do homework." Totally genuinely.
Wait, genuinely?
Yeah, that
like
was
at the beginning of the year.
No.
Just in
Just like halfway through the year where he was just like fed. He was just like, "I'm fed up with this." Just like, what? Anyways,
But to be fair, it's like he is rich.
yeah.
But the idea that he's getting mad that his grandmother made him take out like the trash is like the funniest shit.
So
to me.
funny. All right.
Yeah, he might have another video game in the pipeline somehow,
Cool.
some
If
way.
it's not on Switch, I don't care. Let's talk about you said
Exclusive to Switch, Nintendo deal.
can,
Announced on the next Direct,
That
50
would
cents new
be-
game.
oh, can we get an hour direct?
And it's him talking
A
to you.
full direct.
It's
of
yeah,
just that.
and 50 delivers like the whole thing. He's talking about it and hyping it up.
But it's 50 in CG, like in game.
Yeah, they render. Yeah, he's
in-game.
not acting. They render him and talk about it. It looks really shitty.
Yeah, not like mocapped. It's
Oh, God.
it's just
It's made in Gmod. They animated it in Gmod using just animation stills.
they made it. No, they made it in like a hacked first source, not Half-Life 2, Half-Life 1 engine.
Oh Jesus! I don't even know if that's even possible.
I'm sure it is.
Ripping those models and doing it like
I'm
that.
sure it is. I don't care. All right, you said something Anthem related. I don't know what that is.
Yeah, which is crazy that you don't know what the fuck this is.
There's a lot of. If you guys listen to this podcast, Lewis doesn't know things. He
Yeah.
only knows things related to Metallica and Call of Duty Zombies. That's it.
That's all your.
all
That's
I
all your
know.
knowledge base goes.
Yeah, no farther than
That's
that.
your extent of your knowledge on
I
this.
have that
bitch of an
degree
earth.
on the wall, but that doesn't matter. I
It's
only
your
know
Call of Duty degree.
Call of Duty Zombies. No, Call of Duty Zombies. I suck at I suck at everything else. I'm only good at zombies. Anyways, Anthem.
Yeah, Anthem for people who are not Lewis and pay a little bit of attention to how
Just
games that are coming out.
People who walk outside.
Anthem is BioWare's next big deal. It's like their next big game.
Okay.
They showed off gameplay for it at E3 this year, and it's the idea of it's like it's a big, like it's a Destiny like game.
Okay.
But it's a co-op sci-fi thing where it's a looting game, but it plays differently. It's gonna have like a different system, assumedly.
Looks pretty.
But there was Jason Schreier from Kotaku, like did a big like write up about it and just the development of it, and how he talked to people. He's done this before, where because he just knows people in the industry, where he talks to them anonymously and he gets sources from them on various projects or what have you. And he says, I'm looking for the exact. Yeah, where was it? It was talking with. He said about like 9 different people who were. He says he quotes like close to the project, but with like the trouble that the controversy that like Battlefront 2 has faced, Destiny's like almost like bi-weekly community controversy with how the game is being run.
Yeah, since Destiny 1. Pretty much, right?
Yeah, like Destiny 1 had controversy, but it got better over time.
Yeah, Destiny 2 is not.
And Destiny 2 went like forward and then really backwards.
Yeah.
And it's only been like getting worse how they've been doing things.
I haven't
like
played
every
it,
other week now. Like,
but I hear.
Yeah, like you hear like
things.
all the times like Destiny 2 players are mad again, justifiably again, and it keeps happening. And that like their game is like following a similar system from what we can see.
So
it's like assume that maybe this game might be like held for like another year. And some people
just until people cool down.
Some honest people are saying like, yeah, like 2018 launch date was like not even like realistic whatsoever.
Okay.
And it's really weird because how do you redesign a game
that big?
Like that big?
Yeah.
For 2018, like you couldn't, right?
I don't know.
But what would they change to like make people not get upset about it when? Because
I don't know. I don't know anything. Like how close is it to Destiny?
Well, it's a sci-fi open world loop based shooter that has co-op in it.
Okay.
It is like Destiny.
Is it MMO like?
Yes, it's an MMO light.
Okay.
Where it's like it's honestly
I
like
don't know
that title should be gone because now
one of the problems
now we're making games that are just games. Let's call them live games.
Big games with other people involved.
No. Games that are a service.
Yeah.
Where you are meant to go back to them.
Which I think we've talked. I don't even think you were on the podcast when Alonzo and I were talking about this about like microtransactions are going to like ruin video games.
They already did. They're just here to stay. That they're not going away.
Back. This was like first 10 episodes of the podcast. I was talking about this possibly. Like I was talking about like mobile games and why EA and Nintendo are getting into like mobile games and how they're looking into it and all this microtransaction that's going to feed into console games and then just ruin everything.
Well, it already did by the time you were talking about it. Like it was already a thing.
Yeah.
Like it was already happening.
Yeah, I know, but it was happening. That's what I'm saying. But like it hasn't gotten better.
It was never going to stop.
Yeah. Which we were hoping it would, but
no, that's not how it works. It makes money, so why would it go away?
Yeah.
EA even said when they
Battlefront 2 is doing just fine.
It's not making what they wanted to make. It's not bleeding money.
It's positive. It's in the positive. They're making money off of it.
They're making money,
which is frustrating.
It made a lot less money than they thought they would on opening month, that's a good thing.
Well, it's like the iPhone.
The word got out, but it's not sticking the company.
So it's like iPhone X, which I don't know if you know this. So with iPhone, every iPhone,
I know.
Yeah, every iPhone. Every iPhone. Every iPhone release
since the 3, right?
Since the first one, since the 2.
Oh, really? That was 3.
What's it called? The amount of people who buy it more so than the last one increases. So
yeah, the record gets smashed every time.
Yeah, it beats its own records every phone.
Yeah.
The iPhone 10 is the only one that doesn't beat its own record. It's still like number 1 phone. It's still like at the top of the list, but it hasn't beaten its own record. And that's how I feel about Battlefront 2, where it's like it's still doing fine.
Yeah, because like it didn't sell nearly as much as like Battlefront 1,
but it's still like the average person who goes to Walmart and sees like I like Star Wars.
Yeah, they see that PS4 bundle and they buy it for Christmas or like it's still sold. It's sold, but the PR reception was so bad that they had to change stuff about it. And other games and in the future, going towards the future that are not even released, and ones like Destiny 2 are being affected by that, and they have to change how they're making their games because games are designed. The game docs are designed years before, like games are not that easy to change.
No.
Especially when they've already invested the time into making assets and designing server side. Like it's a lot to just change this.
Yeah.
So Anthem being delayed by a year, like them announcing that like officially soon would make sense.
Yeah. But
because ever since Destiny 2's been getting shit for it, like its problems with loot boxes and other content issues of like what you get for what you pay for, and they've been out there like trying to do damage control. on this game that isn't even out.
Yeah.
Like don't
That's
worry,
scary.
guys. We're not doing like these loot box type thing. Like
that's
it's weird.
cool. That's cool. I don't know. I'm like half.
But it's weird that they have to do that.
I'm halfway like, oh, that's cool. A company like actually listening to like the reception of the video game industry and like fans. But at the other end, it's like, oh, that means you were going to release a game that's bad, and you only
had a bad feature in it that would make the game.
Yeah, and you know it's bad.
Yeah. But you had to come out and say we won't do this because people don't like it.
Yeah.
So they've always not liked it. But
so I don't know how I feel about it. Yeah, it's strange. Very strange. We're in a weird
because now it's like a thing where games will announce like, don't worry, guys. Like, I'll give an example. Dragon Ball Fighters.
Yeah.
Has like quote unquote loot boxes in it.
Okay.
But what they really are.
Yeah, we don't explain. Anyways.
No, because this matters. Because this is a thing that reviewers got. There was a like controversy over this because people don't understand what the fuck they are because Namco didn't explain it ahead of time.
Yeah.
They are. You earn in-game like credits and you buy like capsules, which are like essentially like the loot boxes, and you're opening only cosmetics for just like colors for your fighters. And if you want, you can buy like premium coins just to buy more of those. And that's it. That's all they are. That's like the base form of like what these things probably should be. But people thinking, not knowing what the fuck these were, the fact that they resembled loot boxes in any shape or form, people got mad about it.
Yeah.
They didn't get what they were.
Yeah.
And it's even weird where it's like games will be announced and like, okay, guys, we announced our new game. Hey, guys, guess what? We're not gonna have loot boxes in them. Like, that's a positive to games now.
It's a feature. Weird. It's a feature.
Yeah,
no
feature,
loot boxes.
We won't have that in it.
Yeah. I want a game to come out that like on the cover it says no loot boxes.
The only funny like joke that ever like game that was made with like making fun of industry stuff in mind is DLC the game.
Yeah.
That's like I don't want another one of those to have to exist because industry stuff gets so bad.
Loot box the game.
Yeah. Well, there's like loot box like parody games that are like flash free things, but
I want like a loot box the game to do well.
But also it's like if
like DLC.
There was talks like even in this article that I talked about. This is BioWare's like other big game. Like this is like main big boy BioWare.
Yeah.
If this game doesn't do well, what's gonna happen to BioWare?
Yeah, what's gonna happen? Oh, God, is EA gonna just kill that one too?
Because I think that
would be huge if like BioWare. I don't know. Who knows? It could be big, like such a big flop.
Actually, it's not just one. It's both of BioWare studios are working on Anthem. It's both of them. They're all in on this one game.
Yeah, exactly. Well,
so if it underperforms for EA, not for like sales of what people think is good.
Yeah.
If it underperforms for EA, what's gonna happen to Anthem in the future? Because that game's it's gonna be a live game, so content updates. What's gonna happen to that? What's gonna happen to BioWare if it underperforms?
Dude, BioWare, like I see a future
because to me, like BioWare, they're
EA,
a different company than what they were bought for.
Yeah,
but they still make money and they make different kinds of games.
Yeah. Remember, it's just like remember, guys. EA is not a good company. Like they're an evil company.
They were voted worst company in America twice. Yeah, which means really nothing because it's like people voted, but people hate them. That matters. People hate them enough that they were willing to.
The
waste
people
their time
who buy
that.
their games, who liked their games in the past, are saying these things. So we all know that they're a bad company, they're an evil company.
And they've killed many companies.
They've killed many Visceral Games.
R.I.P. Bullfrog.
A lot of people have like.
And Pandemic.
In my opinion, unjustifiably lost their jobs because they didn't meet a quota because that's just how big business works.
Square Enix is that shitty sometimes too.
Yeah,
but it's like EA. It's like
it's another level.
Yeah.
I can see a future where BioWare they just kill off BioWare.
Would they kill them completely, or would they just like split them like a small?
Split them out. Just some people losing like BioWare whittling down to just nothing.
It's so strange.
Which is so weird to think about because it's like
because it's BioWare.
It's but like Mass Effect.
Yeah, they
KOTOR like,
and that's also sad because EA killed Mass Effect last year.
Yeah, exactly. That's another thing.
They killed that series. That is the reason they bought BioWare, essentially for.
Yeah,
and just killed it.
All of it, like
excuse me, indefinitely shelved.
Yeah,
is what they said.
Yeah, so
that's it's a gone series.
It's a dead series. Yeah. It's very. I can totally see them just being like, "Well, here we go, last chance for BioWare. If you don't succeed, we're gonna get rid of you."
It's like, what are they gonna replace them with?
Because I can see EA pulling this to like, "Oh, it's not our fault. It's BioWare's fault," and just like we have to look at our bottom line, and they're not performing well enough, so they're out.
But it's like BioWare also like makes Dragon Age for them.
True.
So what happened?
And Dragon Age does do very well.
It does decently well. Like I
don't. What controversy is around Dragon Age?
Other than like Dragon Age 2 with like writing controversy?
Yeah. So
that's a different thing.
Writing controversy is nothing.
It was
compared to the kind of controversies that are happening now, writing is nothing.
It's table scraps compared to what we're dealing with now.
Exactly. So I don't know.
Yeah,
I agree with you. I don't see BioWare maybe just like I don't see them just shelving BioWare.
Yeah,
that'll be insane.
Like, I don't think Anthem will be their last game if it doesn't do well. Because there's an update to this article actually.
Yeah.
They said BioWare Studio head Casey Hudson confirmed that the next Dragon Age game will indeed be a live game. So they still have plans to make another Dragon Age game with some type of like constantly updating, like Shadows of Mordor is doing now.
That's not a good direction.
I'm not happy with that. But
I don't want video games.
That does at least kind of confirm that they are still going to be making some people at BioWare, if they don't get all of them cut, will be making another BioWare game. Yeah, which is going to be next Dragon Age.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen.
Damn.
God, this is just more why EA. Why you used to make cool games. Titanfall's cool.
Well, they didn't make the games; they published games.
Yeah, let me rephrase that.
Titanfall 1 and 2 were good games.
Titanfall 2 was awesome.
And then they killed Titanfall 2 with really bad marketing. Really bad marketing. Holy moly, really bad marketing.
But Titanfall 2 is awesome. If I had internet on my PC, I'd be playing Titanfall 2 right after the podcast.
No, EA bought Titanfall 2 after that.
They have.
Oh no, they fully acquired them.
They fully
when
acquired.
Titanfall 2 failed, but they owned
Titanfall 1.
No, they published them, but now they fully own.
I see
everything.
Okay,
Titanfall because it failed.
It's their IP. Okay.
Yeah, it failed, so they bought them fully.
Got it. Okay.
Which is even a shittier outcome.
Yeah, it's even worse. Like
those guys made like the good Call of Duty games.
Yeah, they made Modern Warfare. They made Modern Warfare 2.
Good shit.
They made Modern Warfare 2. They made. Well, yeah,
and everyone who at least played Titanfall 2, like at least single player campaign, was like, no, this is great.
No, yeah, I you know what? I need to finish the Titanfall 2 campaign.
Oh, you've not gotten to like the good bit.
No, I have.
You've gotten to like the.
I've gotten to like, this is amazing, but I haven't like.
It gets better.
Yeah, I know exactly. I know it's
like that thing should not be as good as it is.
Yeah, that's how I feel about. I was gonna say whatever. I was gonna say that's how I feel about Black Ops 3's campaign. Titanfall 2 campaign's better. That's not a transferable statement.
No. But then again, most people didn't play either of those campaigns. Really.
Exactly, but it's another example of just like, man, I want. Like I said, I want video games.
Things too.
I want video games to do well because if companies can do well, that means we'll get more video games. And
not everyone can afford to be indie.
Yeah, exactly. And like you can't get a Titanfall 2 from an indie company. No. Like you just can't. You need the money from EA, and that's why Titanfall 2 exists. Is because you have good developers with a lot of money.
But but like this big game like Anthem being on this like weird shaky ground like before it even comes out. Making
like who are the people that worked on Anthem? Like what did they do before?
BioWare.
So okay,
Mass Effect 3.
It's the actual BioWare house.
It's mainly like the newer BioWare people.
Okay, but it's main house BioWare. Like
it's main house by BioWare. It's assumably by the people who I can assume would be working on it were people at least from like Mass Effect 3 on. Yeah, so Mass Effect 3, like Dragon Age Inquisition.
Okay, so they know what they're doing.
Which is stuff that I don't really care about as much. Like, like Golden Age BioWare is like it's been gone, but people know that.
I'll say objectively successful and worthwhile games.
They did well. They sold well. They reviewed decently well.
Yeah. They know what they're doing. They know how to make a video game. And so...
But it's like having this big company have to think about restructuring how they make their game.
Yeah.
And like being on somewhat shaky ground with their big publisher is so strange to think about.
Sucks, man.
Because it's not like they're going to let like, okay, we're just going to sell you guys to like another company. They're not going to do that.
Every week we keep going up and downs on whether or not video games are good or bad now.
That's just the industry.
That's just the industry is just so...
It's what I followed since like I was in my teens. I know, it's just how it is.
Now more than ever.
No, just now that we get more info on it, which is only a good thing.
The ground is so shaky right now. It sucks.
But on the other hand, you get like the video that explains how the guys from Cuphead mortgage their own homes to pay for it.
Yeah. And that's the thing. It reminds me of...
It's a give and take.
It reminds me of like the thing that MKBHD says about smartphones, how like good smartphones are getting cheap and cheap smartphones are getting good. That's how I feel about video games.
Good games are getting cheaper and big and not great games or mediocre games are getting overblown in their budgets.
Yeah, like indies are getting better, but big games are getting worse. And so we're reaching a middle point where just like I don't know what's gonna happen because we've never had this before.
Well, like I guess the way to solve it, it's like, okay, want to get rid of all of this? I bet you like probably like some big head honcho said this before. It's like, you want to get rid of all this like games as a service, like reduce it. All right, how about we can make games $70?
What?
That's an idea that I've seen thrown around before.
Okay.
People. What if we make games $70?
I see. Yeah.
Big budget releases, make them $70 because of the inflated and over budgeted AAA games. Mm-hmm. Would that be enough?
Maybe.
Would people be willing to pay $70 for games?
Yeah, I think the
answer is honestly no.
Probably not.
But I'd rather that option than what they're trying to do now.
Yes.
Looking.
Oh, I agree.
Looking these cows.
I think most people would agree they'd rather spend an extra $10 on like a Destiny or something if they don't have to deal with the bullshit of.
See, that's the thing.
The thing.
People like us and who talk about this stuff would do that.
Yeah, you're right. Average person.
An audience don't give a fuck.
Yeah, you're right.
They'd be like, why is it $10 more?
Yeah.
They'd be upset. They'd be confused. Yeah. How are you gonna explain that to like the guy who buys Madden and Call of Duty every year?
Yeah, exactly.
How do you explain that to them?
I don't know.
I really can't.
No, you have to just do it slowly and hope that they don't notice, which is a joke, but like kind of serious. Just
because we're doing the weird opposite thing where we're making games that are budgeted smaller, like $40 games. Like the
Yeah,
Uncharted
there's
game
a
that came
lot
out,
of $40 games.
we're getting those.
Yeah.
Now, but we're
A lot of them, like,
and it's
crazy
cool.
amount.
It's a good thing.
I agree. I agree.
We're
Like,
getting small experiences that are smaller budgeted, but they cost less.
another, like, a perfect example of this, of a game that just like won't. I don't know if we'll ever get another game like this, like, anytime soon, is Sonic Mania. I will talk about this game till the day I die. Of just like, and I think you will agree with me. It's just like that game shouldn't exist. It should not exist, especially from a publisher like Sega.
Lots of games. Well, no, Sega is cool now.
You're right. Sega.
The past
is cool
3
now.
years, they've been
You're right.
trying to be cool.
Sega. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, they have a history of not being cool, and so for them to do something cool is cool. And I'm saying cool so much because it's Sonic. It's way past cool, and I want.
Well, the fact that we got Sonic Mania, the first 3 Crash games remade in 1 year by Vivendi, and a game that was made by Platinum and Yoko Taro directed. Like, last year was full of like a tons of like things that should not exist but came out. And
would you say? Where would you put Shadow of the Colossus remake? Because people care about that. Do you
I'm looking at it. I've watched footage. Like, they released like the first, I think, 15 minutes. But
I guess that's not so out of the ordinary. I guess for that,
because it is a full on, like, they're remaking the entire.
How big? Okay, because I don't have connection to Shadow of the Colossus because I never played it, so I don't, and I never heard anyone talk about it when I was growing up. So, like, how big was that game? Did it do well? I don't know. I legitimately have no idea.
Shadow of the Colossus did decently well because Ico was their first game.
Did you expect like
a remake like this?
A remake like that, like a full on grounds up?
Not honestly, no. I didn't expect it.
See, me neither. Because to me, it's not that big of a game.
Because it got an HD like remaster on the PS3.
Yeah,
but of all games to like get remade from that era,
yeah, it feels weird.
I would pick this game
because the game is all about. You would,
and a lot of people who did play it and know about this game that it exists.
Yeah,
this game is like begging for that.
Yeah,
because of what the game is.
Because
in essence, it's really.
I think the next game that they should do right from grounds up remake is Star Wars Bounty Hunter.
No, because nobody cares, you idiot. It's like, no, I really want fucking
Klonoa 2.
I want Tak to come back.
I want Tak to come back.
Fuck Tak.
What?
No, you know what I want? I want an HD whole reboot of I Ninja. What? Exactly. Someone knows what the fuck that is.
Okay, I want Tak to come back though, and that's not even jokes. I like Tak. Those were good games.
Fuck Tak. Fuck Tasmanian Tiger.
Whoa, these are some strong words you're throwing out there. These are fighting words.
Tai was never good. It was just really charming.
I agree with you, but like these are fighting words, and I personally know people that will be very upset about this.
No, and that's the thing. I grew up with Tak 1, 2, and 3. Those games are not good anymore. They're not. They were never that great, except for Tak 1.
Tak 1, I don't know, 2 years ago tried, and yeah, I had a good time.
Yeah, Tak 1 is like because it's its own thing. Tak 2 and 3 are like weird linear action games with like shitty puzzles.
Yeah,
and bad platforming.
Tak 1 is another one of those PS2 games that make me feel weird.
Because made by Nickelodeon Studios. Yeah. Company made for making licensed games by Nickelodeon.
That are sometimes amazing and sometimes
R.I.P. THQ, who used to publish those things.
THQ.
They made a lot of bad things, but they also helped make Saints Row exist. So,
Do you think? All right. One last thing I want to talk about. There's a little movie series called Cloverfield. Have you heard of this little series?
I did. I watched the first movie and I didn't like it because it wasn't the cool monster in it, and I was also like 10.
That's the point. You were 10.
Oh. I was. Yeah, when it came out, I was like fucking 10. I was like, what's a cool monster?
Never mind. Yeah, exactly. If you're 10, that's not. Did you see 10 Cloverfield Lane?
No, still have not.
Watch it. It's good. So there's a man.
Does a big cool monster show up in 10 Cloverfield Lane?
I can't spoil that.
Do I get what I wanted from the first movie?
Nope.
Then that's my problem.
Okay.
That's not what I wanted. I don't want movies that involve outside
You
ARGs.
want Pacific Rim forever.
No, I wanted what the trailer was teasing.
Fair. Okay.
That's all it was. Like, that's all I cared about. Like, I wanted to see like a disaster movie, but like taken from the perspective of someone's cell phone.
It is, but it's not about.
But it's not what I want to see.
I know what you mean. Watch the first Cloverfield again and see how you feel.
God, that movie is so old now.
It's good. I think it holds up.
No, it's not. That's not the problem. It's like, man, I forget that movie came out so long ago.
Hey, I don't know if you remember this. TJ Miller is the guy holding the camera. Mm-hmm. People forget this.
Totally remember that.
I remember watching that. I love watching that movie with people, and they're like, "Wait, I know that voice."
Because everyone knows his voice from everything. Because even when he voice acts, it's like the same voice.
So, because he has a great voice. I love TJ Miller. He just needs to be in good movies for once.
Yeah, he was. Well, that's a good thing with Lucas, like Deadpool.
Right? That's the only movie. Silicon Valley, but he's not in Silicon Valley anymore. So who cares?
Why did he leave? By the way,
I don't remember.
That is a show that I should actually watch from the beginning.
I agree, but now that TJ Miller's gone, wait, because I still
can see the parts of TJ Miller that when he was there.
Here's the thing. I Silicon Valley, in my opinion, is like one of the greatest comedies that like like ever. Like it's up there with like Parks and Rec.
Like the fact, like the music that they use and the humor that they have feels like a show that I should just.
They get
love
like
to
sub pop
bits.
music and stuff. It's cool. So Cloverfield. So there's a man called J.J. Abrams, and he has this company called Bad Robot.
And
Where
a fetish for lens flares.
yes, he has a fetish for lens. But he has a company called Bad Robot, where what they do is
Everything.
everything, and he's
That's pretty much what they are. They do everything.
Well, what it is J.J. Abrams is like, I have money now. I'm a nerd, and I want to make things. And whenever I have time, I'm gonna just make the things I want to do.
Yeah,
and
just fun projects.
And sometimes it'll take forever, and maybe it won't even happen. But I don't care. I have the money. It's my thing. I want to do it, which is awesome, and I love it. One of the things he did back in 2008 with Cloverfield, which is like we were saying, a monster movie found footage thing, but that's not what makes Cloverfield important at all. Like the movie itself is good, is in my opinion a good movie, but no one cares about the movie. Like that's not what.
Well, the fans is not. That's why they got sucked into it.
Yeah. What people got sucked into Cloverfield is a thing called ARG, alternate reality game, and what that is what happened was like online YouTube videos and websites and hidden things, like real drop locations in real life that people found codes and put online, and we just started like there were MySpace pages for every character at the party in the beginning of the movie, and like the relationship between everyone and crazy things leading up to the movie that came out like 2 weeks after the trailer. So that's Cloverfield 1, and then Cloverfield 2, which is 10 Cloverfield Lane,
which was just came out.
but just like 2 years ago or whatever.
Yeah.
Like,
well, no, but like when it was announced, it just came out. Like
yeah,
right
even more just came out.
it's like, oh, hey, there's John Goodman.
Well, what happened with 10 Cloverfield Lane? There was I think Paramount or whatever like got the rights for this movie called The Cellar, right? And The Cellar was a movie written by someone else outside of J.J. Abrams, outside of Bad Robot. They made this movie pretty much 10 Cloverfield Lane plot. Someone gets taken underground with a creepy dude, and
what you got from the poster,
and try to figure out what's going on. That's what The Cellar
basic
was.
idea.
That's how it was written.
Okay.
And then J.J. Abrams took it and was like, cool, let's turn that into Cloverfield. And everyone's like, what? And then he did, and it's weird, and it feels like it shouldn't fit, but it does.
So my actual question is, did he ever intend to make any of the like before the Cellar?
If he
did he ever intend to like make
like an
Cloverfield
anthology,
like an actual like series or something?
No, I don't think so. I think he just was like, I want to make. Well, okay. Here's what we do know. I know that J.J. Abrams said that he wants to make an American Godzilla. I remember he said that he wanted to make something that's like as iconic as Godzilla, but for Americans. That was his. I know. That was his original goal with Cloverfield.
Really?
That was his original goal from the beginning.
That's not going to happen.
Exactly.
Because you need a tragedy for that to happen.
No,
that's worse than.
No. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Because Godzilla is famous because he's an allegory.
Yeah.
And also a cultural icon second.
Yeah.
Well, more.
Now
Man, that is ambitious as hell.
No, I know. That was ambitious as hell.
Damn.
But as he started making the movie, like the first Cloverfield, like he realized that's not what's going to happen.
It's not going to happen. No fucking way.
But he realized, like, I think he has something way more unique and way more, in my opinion, way more interesting than trying to make another Godzilla.
Yeah, don't make your own idea.
Yeah, a new idea that's never been done. Like, there's nothing done like this.
Done quite in this way. Because found footage was done.
No, not even. I'm saying, like, the idea of Cloverfield, what it is.
Oh, yeah, that concept of, like, that movie is unique.
Well, the idea of the Cloverfield series, what it is we have a series of movies that are written to just be movies, and then J.J. Abrams comes in and adds this Cloverfield aspect to it that fits into some sort of universe, multiverse. We don't know yet.
Multiverse
called
off.
I know, because there's no evidence. There's a little. It's hard to put 10 Cloverfield Lane in the same world as Cloverfield, and so it might just be like every episode, every movie is its own thing. It's its own, but.
Just call it the Twilight Zone 2. That's all you really want to do, JJ.
Well, that's kind of what it is.
That's what he's doing. Like, I'm just doing like a thing that they're.
Every movie is just its own thing, yeah.
So that's not even really what.
But there's a lot. There's a lot of connections that. So we know that there's a new movie coming out this year. That was supposed to come out last year in October. That didn't, and then we got a
release. Answer why it was delayed?
No.
Okay.
Of course not.
Sometimes they give them.
Sometimes they do.
That's why I was wondering.
Well, here's the thing. Originally, we had this movie coming out last year called The God Particle, and the idea here, I'll read out the synopsis right now. This
is what but people knew before, or is this like...
This is what people knew before.
Okay.
Again, same thing with 10 Cloverfield Lane outside of the Cloverfield stuff. It was just a movie that was going to come out.
The synopsis that appeared somewhere.
Yeah. The pick revolves around a scientific experiment aboard a space station involving a particle accelerator that has unexpected results involving alien life. Like, that was the description of the movie.
I'd watch that.
Yeah, sounds cool.
Yeah, that's a neat idea.
Right? And then J.J. Abrams is like, cool. Let's Cloverfieldify that. And
So is he just like taking scripts that wouldn't have gone through?
pretty much.
Or is he taking movies that were being made and then just took them over?
I
Because
think
the
it's-
second version is way shittier.
Yeah, no, I think it's more the first version of just like,
Yeah.
this is a cool idea.
I want
Let's
this
work together here to
Okay.
make.
Because that's
my thing.
That's cool then.
Yeah.
Just doing that.
Yeah, it's like I have the money, I have the people.
Just
who
work
can-
with me here.
Just work with me here, and I'll make your movie good.
Mhm.
And like, that's fine. This sounds good to me. And so that's what he's been doing. And so God Particle, we just got this week. So we knew that April 20th was going to be the
Weed Day?
huh? Yes.
Weed Day?
Yes, 420 was going to be the.
So I can go watch this Cloverfield movie, smoke
Well-
a big weed, and play with cardboard Nintendo.
So that-
What a good year. What a good year.
You mean all right? So that was what we knew a couple weeks ago, or whatever. That was delayed to April 20th. But we just got this week some theories going around, unconfirmed. But this is the fun thing about Cloverfield is that unconfirmed stuff is the whole point. Is that
Why do I see dinosaurs?
I do not know. Okay, anyway, I don't know the matter. That during the Super Bowl, we are going to see a trailer for.
Which, if you're not American, that's happening next Sunday.
Next Sunday. Next Sunday, we will be seeing a trailer for the first ever trailer for this God Particle movie, which means because if history, can repeat itself, in a couple weeks we will be getting the movie because that's how the Cloverfield movies work, and so we'll be getting a movie soon. And the theory is that Netflix is going to be the ones to just release it, and there will be no advertising for the movie. It's just we got one trailer and then it's just going to be out of Netflix.
Do you think they'll even go a step further and like you won't ever be able to like find it while browsing it to like actually search for it yourself?
No,
We'll put in a code to
right.
find it.
See, I can see.
I know you would like that.
Yeah. Only fans would watch
That's
the movie
would be
then.
terrible for getting the movie to actually be seen.
Yeah, exactly. Which, it's
If
Cloverfield.
this was like made like
Who knows?
on a low budget for like not to make money, like other web series that I watch that do this kind of ARG stuff,
Yeah.
that'd be neat.
Yeah, that'd be neat.
But not for that has like budget and people need to get paid.
Yeah, exactly. People need to get paid. There's enough. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
there's contracts are signed. It's like you got to like
it's
people have to make money.
It's Paramount. So that's Bad Robots under Paramount. So it's it's not like
There's like not big people.
it's cool that and they let J.J. Abrams go literally crazy for these movies
because he's made them big money.
Exactly. He's made. I don't know if you guys have heard of Star Trek, Star Wars, other things. Didn't he do X-Files or whatever? No, that was Vince Gilligan, I think.
Yeah, Vince Gilligan.
I don't know. He's done things. J.J. Abrams is an important person who's made important things, and so he knows what he's doing, and he has the reach, and he knows the people. So that's
He got that clout.
So that's really it. It's more of this felt more. It's more of theories than news, but that's how Cloverfield works.
It's the closest that has like some concrete evidence because this has happened before.
Yeah, exactly. So I can totally see this happening, and so I suggest everyone look up some of this Cloverfield stuff and have fun. This is a fun rabbit hole to go down. It's I only got down it like last year, or 2 years ago. Like I'm very new to this, and God,
Have you
I
heard
love
about the hole that opened up for No Man's Sky? That's like this,
No,
where they're still
Please,
telling
no.
the story now.
stop. Who cares?
It's neat.
How
The
many
ARG
people care?
is neat, but the way they put it into the story that they added for the main game sucks.
Uh-huh.
The ARG is cool, actually.
Okay,
It's like an actual good ARG. It's interesting
All right. Well,
because it's about how it's a simulation.
all right. Now it's time for our 3-hour politics session. Bye.